Hey, what's up guys? This is Anthony from Anthony's Customs, and for this review, we are finally finishing, I think we're finishing, let me make sure, oh my gosh, can I pick it up? We are, yes, finishing off, oh my gosh, this is the slipperiest box I've ever handled. FABIAN CORTEZ, FABIAN, I don't know how everyone pronounce his name. I need to ask this, I mean this in the most genuine way. Does anybody like this character? Like, is he just for spot filling? I'm guessing that's the case, but we don't have the rest of his team. I don't know. Maybe he's like really popular. I just don't know. I always thought he was kind of a dork, kind of a doofus. And I have to say, this figure makes him look even more doofusy than he does in the comics. But this is the one. We're going to review it, and so let's go ahead and get him off the stand and take a closer look. Alright, before I show you the figure, I do want to show you my slippery package, and it is the same as all the other packages. Nice and square edges. I like it. No real complaints at all. Nice big window. I think Hasbro finally hit the best Marvel Legends packaging for modern packaging. I think the old Toy Biz ones were cooler. I love that kind of style package rather than cardboard, but this is the way it goes. So we see him in the same photo 3 times on the box. There's these guys, and like, okay, if you're gonna do, at least pick one that looks like the figure. We don't have this. We don't have this whole situation here, so that's kind of a weird thing. Like, yeah, even then though, even in that photo, I think he's kind of a dork. But here we go. The dorkiest version of one of the dorkier characters in my estimation. About 17 centimeters to the top of his head. That's going to make him about 6 and, let's say, well, we'll say 3/4. It's pretty close. Here he is with Darwin. So he's got some height to him. Most of that comes at his neck. I mean, his shoulders are higher, of course, but he has a fairly long neck, and he does look kind of dweebish. Let's do a question of the day. Do you like this character? And if you didn't know him before, after seeing him now, do you think he's a doofus? Just let me know. Alright, so aesthetically speaking, it's, I don't know, is this, it might be Vulcan. I mean, the legs look like Vulcan up to the goofy boots. I think the arms are Vulcan up to the gloves. I think the torso is Vulcan too. It's just hard to tell with that V in the armor. But I'm pretty sure it's a Vulcan figure. So let's just start with the cape. We'll start with the cape. Good sculpt for the cloth. That's fine. Nice and organic looking. It has enough thickness, but it's still pretty much a flat cape. Wouldn't mind if they just did a little bit of that to it. Just a little curve on their capes might make the figures look a little bit nicer. But you'd have to sculpt for it. Like, just bending it makes it look bad. But yeah, it's a fine cape. I like that it hangs properly because it's connected to the shoulder pads that hold it in place. But also it still doesn't look great. Like, it doesn't hang perfectly properly, but it's better anyway. And then we have the figure that has 0 paint on it, other than his face and the V. So it looks incredibly unfinished. It looks really, really cheap. And the painted V on his chest, it's not even painted well. Like, you see 2 blue spots poking through under his man boobs. So that's a thing. Leaning him back, like, yeah, they connected it, but it's still a horrible ab crunch with that squared off piece in the pizza oven in there. Yeah, it's an ugly figure. He's very pink. His skin is very pink, and you're thinking, well, it's because he's a ginger, and you're probably right. But I don't think he's usually drawn to be pink. Or colored, I should say. Let's look at the face. It's a very realistic looking sculpt. I can't say it looks exactly like the character, though. He's got a big-ass honker. The mouth is painted well. The eyes are painted really well. The paintwork is really nice, and the sculpt work is clean. But, I don't know. There's something about him that looks kind of like he's an angry teenager. I don't know. The face he's making looks like a cartoon version of a kid who's mad at his mom at McDonald's. Something like that. The hair is sculpted well. The ponytail, tell me the ponytail doesn't move. It doesn't. Oh man. So it's sculpted well, but you can't move it. So there's that. Looks like there's paint in it. Maybe not. There might be. I'm looking close at it, and I can't quite tell if it has paint in it or if it's just the way the mold is. Come on. There we go. Either way, the hair looks nice. I don't get the hyper-realistic faces with the shading and everything, and then the rest of the figure is blank, prototype-looking garbage. The bright red gloves, I mean, I guess they're fine, but the boots look like they're about 4 sizes too big. It looks real goofy. Really goofy. The goldish yellow or yellowish it's a weird color. It's not really gold, it's not really yellow, it's slightly metallic, very glossy. The whole thing looks cheap as hell crappy. Okay, I'm going to give it an aesthetic rating of 3 out of 10. It looks really, really bad. Cheap, unfinished. The head sculpt's the only thing good. Oh yeah, and the paint. The neck is an entirely different color than the face. It's not even close. The neck doesn't match the face or the arms, because the face and arms are pretty close. They're PVC. They didn't even try, it looks like, to match the paint on the neck. And boy, does his head sit high. He's got these giant pauldrons on, these giant shoulder pads, and his head is clear above them. I'm willing to bet if anyone out there, any of you normal people out there, put some big ass shoulder pads on, they'd be closer to your head than they are for this guy who's drawn like or built like a comic book character. Yeah, it looks real goofy. Alright, as far as accessories go, you get the 2 fist hands that come on in the package. You get 1 gripping hand with a vertical hinge. That's interesting, nothing to hold, but I mean, vertical is nice for that kind of hand. 1 style pose hand, that's okay. You get 2 of the fire effect parts, which are surprisingly well done. They're real crystal clear. A little bit of yellowy orange on there, and then a little more orange. Looks nice, very good for fire effects. 5 out of 10, because we've had those before and the hands are there, but there's just nothing going on, and he doesn't have an alternate face. I still think they need to do 2 portraits. 1 angry, 1 not angry, for the ones that have their face showing. Angry or active, or whatever you want to call it. This is just, I don't know. He doesn't really... that guy doesn't strike fear into me. Alright, let's see. For the neck, well, you can't lean it back because the hair is there and it doesn't articulate. So you can lean it forward if you want, and it looks like that. And because this is an old crappy joint that just isn't something that should be around anymore. Shoulder pads are technically loose pieces, but they do peg in because of the cape. So the arms are going to have a problem posing forward, not so much out to the side. Bicep swivel is fine. Double jointed elbow is fine. The gloves are... that's interesting. I'm guessing, it looks to me like these are the Vulcan arms and the cut is just inside there, so the gloves do go over the arm a little bit. They're not just at the cut that they have in there, so that makes it look a little bit better. Wrists have a swivel and a hinge. Ab crunch on this guy we already talked about. Ugly, ugly, ugly. Does lean forward. Waist twist. These legs we've seen before a bunch now already, and they are okay in terms of articulation. Oh gosh, I'm so tired of Marvel Legends falling apart because they can't use good plastic. So you get decent range out of the knee, and his boots will just come right off. And that's, okay, so that's what I was describing with the arm. So yeah, the cut where it connects is just a little bit recessed from the top. So it makes it look a little bit better, but if the figure isn't supposed to come apart, it shouldn't come apart when you're just posing it. That's really annoying. Ankles do work alright, pretty steep there. But there's no ankle rocker. So, oh my gosh, there's no boot swivel is what I'm saying, trying to say. Articulation sucks. I'm going to say it sucks because when you try to pose a figure and the parts fall off and you can't move his head because he has a ponytail and they have cuts but no rotation at the boot, like I don't even like that, but if you have the cut there it should rotate. It's just cheap and lazy. I'm going to give it a 6 out of 10 for articulation, and I'll give it an overall rating of 3 out of 10. Don't buy it. It's really not a very good figure at all. Even by Hasbro standards, it's one of their worst releases recently. The face is done really well. The sculpt work is clean. The paint work is clean, but it doesn't match the rest of the body, and it still doesn't have a very good expression or a good look, or maybe even a good accuracy to the character. I don't think it looks like him, but maybe there's a version that does. I don't know. Yeah, I wouldn't get it. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section below, and I'll call it there. So thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please do give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, give it a thumbs down. And if you haven't subscribed, you should. I have new videos just about every single day, and thousands already on the channel. So make sure you come back for all of that. And in the meantime, keep collecting.